So third video. Yeah, I can't believe this is the third video of the day. Nuts, right? For someone who doesn't post sometimes for like 6 months, 3 videos in a day is nuts. I don't know if I'm going to post them all in the same day or not. We'll have to see. So this one, I will be sharing why I'm going to do a trilogy. The first video that I made was about my attachment style. The second one that I finished just now was about my insecurities. And now I'm going to share why I am probably making these videos. Like I said previously, my attachment style is avoidance, which means you can Google this, it's probably better if you do. At least to me, I don't trust people very much. I have a hard time connecting with them. I don't feel the need to be around people almost at all. So I don't trust them very much. I don't usually like people. Not that they aren't nice, it's that without their interests, I can't talk to them. I don't know what to say because my interests are kind of narrow. And I've actually talked about this a lot with Sebastian. Without my interests, if a person does not have my interests, I don't know what to say, kind of. And I don't really have like any objective in talking to them or making friends or any of that. So yeah, it takes me a long time to trust people. I don't like them very much. I don't really care for them. I like spending time alone. I like my routine. I like my hobbies. I like the things I do. So why am I sharing this? Because and I've spoken about this in a previous video a little bit, just an introduction. This summer was very special to me. Yeah, kind of strange, but yeah. I met someone like there's this person at my job, and I've been working just to give you an idea of how much of an introvert I am and how much of an avoidant person I am. So I've been working part time on weekends for about 2 years now. This person works with me and has been there since before I was there. So for 2 years, I have seen this person there, this girl, and I have very rarely interacted with her. Even though sometimes we don't have the same schedules, but even though sometimes we do, I don't feel the need. Also, I'm working. I make really like strong barriers. If I'm working, I'm working. I'm not there to develop friendships. I'm not there to be nice. I'm there to work. So I'm very strict about my boundaries. I treat my superiors. I don't treat them usually very casually because they are above me in hierarchy. I don't like that sense of hierarchy, but I understand that it exists. But so yeah, like there are people who treat their superiors like almost like they are friends, and they are really friendly, and they let you do that because they're really cool. They're not much older than me. Some of them are actually younger than me. But I try not to do that. I try to treat them more cordially and all of that because they are my superiors and that's my job and blah blah. So anyway, this girl that I didn't I've been talking to for like 2 years, kind of almost ignoring because kind of I'm not shy. I just don't care. I'm not care enough to make the first step to starting a new relationship with anyone, which is actually a fault of mine. I should try to kind of fix that. Not because I feel like I need that or because I need more friends or no, I don't care. It's just like it's something that I could work on and probably should. So anyway, so this girl, I started like we started going out, not like in a loving way, not at all. Like just friends, you know. We had things to study, so she would come over to study. Uh, there's a room downstairs in the. This is a building, a closed building, and this building has a room downstairs, and we used to go there studying. She would bring her PC, I would bring mine. Then she came to visit my house and stayed here and studied and all of that. All friendship. That's all. All friendships. And like out of nowhere, this person that I've seen for like 2 years and not talked to became like a huge part of my life. And man, like it's kind of it's kind of that thing that I said about in the previous video about sharing stuff like this almost being considered weakness for avoidance styles, because the very idea of attaching to someone, um, it's almost like I should be independent on my own. I don't need anyone. I have myself, you know. So to go to the point of attaching yourself to someone, it's almost like a weakness. I remember, like in the beginning of our friendship, when she was coming here a lot to study. Like to give you an idea, she would come over like 4 times a week, sometimes more, for sometimes like 5 or 6 or 7 hours a day. So, like, it was almost a full time job having this person here in the summer holidays. So I went from having my stable routine of simply waking up, studying, reading, going out for a walk, going to the gym, walking my dog, and playing, which was pretty much my routine in my summer holidays, to now having someone almost every day for like 5 hours or more. Um, yeah, my autism didn't like it. My ADHD did, because she was different than me. She is a lot more extroverted than I am. She's a lot more energetic. She's fun, you know. She's that kind of person that is fun, you know, fun to have around just because they're cool. I guess they have that kind of energy that as introverts sometimes don't have. I guess. Um, Also, she has ADHD, so I think that's one of the things that brought us together. I take 50 milligrams, she takes 70 milligrams, and she complained that it did nothing to her, which I believe, because you couldn't tell if she was medicated or not. I am medicated now. Um, so yeah, we had a lot of things in common. And, we share many things. We share traumas that we have. Like our conversations were starting to be really deep. Like in 2 months' time, our conversations, it was almost like we knew each other for like 10 years. Like the kind of conversation that you don't have with your friends, you may have with your like boyfriends or girlfriends, because they are like really intimate stuff. I'm not going to share anything, of course, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Um, about things, you know, and we had many things in common. And I guess the things that we had most in common, which kind of is a red flag, were some of our traumas or fears and things like that. So, yeah, even though we had different personalities, which is the reason why I'm studying now attachment styles with more vigor, is because I want to understand better what happened these summer holidays. Because I am an avoidant, and I'm not sure about her, because she gives me a lot of some avoidance traits, but at the same time, she gives me a lot of like um, fearful, emotional, needy traits that are not avoidance, you know. They are insecure traits. And yeah, that's one of the reasons. I guess that's the main reason why recently I've become so interested in attachment styles. It's because I want to understand mine better and I want to understand hers better. Um, and yeah, she was very chaotic. That's one of the things that someone with like me with autism, a little autism, and wanting order and stability and all of that. Being late for stuff bothers me. Uh, we we went out a few times, like to play snooker or to play darts or to play cards with a friend of ours and all of that. Go for a coffee at night, you know. And sometimes she would be late and would be late. And I am very on time. If you tell me to be somewhere, like if we at 9:30 p.m., I will be there at 9:30, not 9:40, not 9:45, not 10, but 9:30. So like a recurring amount of failures from her part kind of triggered me, and I had told her, look, I don't like. Uh, I understand I have ADHD too, but at the same time, like, make an effort not to be late so often and all of that, because it kind of makes the other person feel used, because it's almost like that this person doesn't really care, otherwise they would be on time, you know, and because it's so constant, it really bothers. So yeah, we had a fight, um, not physical, obviously, I mean verbal. I was kind of mean to her in that fight. I probably went a little overboard on the things I said, but it was from like three and like by that time it was like 3.5 months of things that had kind of gone wrong and previous discussions and um, so yeah, incompatible kind of yeah incompatible attachment styles. My avoidance and her insecure really like worked together pretty nicely for like I don't know 3 months, 3.5 months. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, like yeah, discussions happen. Uh, my patience isn't infinite. I'm sorry to say, no one's patience is. Patience is. Um, and if you fail, this is one of those things. Um, if you fail with someone, apologize. Really, if they mean something to you, tell them. Apologize. Tell them that you matter, that they matter, um, and